Good morning, fellow Mortgage Man fans.
I'm Greg Tusing.
I'm Esther Beatty.
Booty.
Today we are going to talk a little bit about documents that are normally needed up front so that we can work up your file and work on your approval. So typically when we have W-2 and we have self-employed borrowers. So when we're talking about a qualified mortgage, conventional mortgage, you're going to have a list of documents that we're going to need up front, pretty self-explanatory. For both, you're going to need mortgage statement, most recent one, your home insurance.
All homes.
Of all the properties, correct. And so if you're a W-2 wage earner, you're going to need copies of the last 2 years' W-2s, along with if you get paid bi-weekly or semi-monthly, the last 2 paychecks.
30 days pay stubs.
Basically, yes. And your bank account that has your income being deposited into it will need the most 2 recent months, along with
pages.
Thank you.
All pages.
All pages, he's correct.
Even if the last one's blank.
Correct. And also copies of both of your IDs. If there's 2 borrowers, it's the same for each borrower. If there's just one ID, obviously.
Do they need assets?
And if we need assets, which helps to strengthen the file, we'll need a reserve statement. If you have a 401k, you have a savings account.
Booty.
Stocks, bonds, stuff like that. Reserves do help to strengthen the file. So if you have a statement that has anything like that, we ask for that as well.
Especially if you're getting cash out.
Correct. Cash out is a big indication that we'll need some type of reserves to show that you have the ability to repay. So now on self-employed borrowers, let's talk about that. So typically, mortgage statement, home insurance.
All properties.
All properties. And then, so if you're an LLC, S Corp, C Corp, we'll need copies of the business returns, along with your personal return.
All pages.
All pages.
Always all pages.
Always all pages. And if you pay yourself a W-2, we'll need copies of your W-2s, along with 2 recent pay stubs if you pay yourself a W-2. If you don't, we just need copies of both your personal and business tax returns for the past 2 years, with all pages.
All pages.
Come on, pick it.
All pages.
A little heavy on that this morning?
Yeah. Oh, it's evening, isn't it?
Okay.
So,
back to basics. So then also, that will also require 2 bank statements from your personal account showing your W-2 income deposited. If you don't pay yourself a W-2, we only will need what? Business bank statements, correct? 3 most recent months, and if you do a profit and loss as well.
we definitely need a profit and loss year to date. And if you have not filed your taxes year to date, we would need a profit and loss for the prior year, including the current year.
Yes.
Yeah.
And copies of your IDs. So, mortgage statement, home insurance, tax returns. If you're a sole proprietor, just tax returns and a profit and loss, along with your bank statements for the past 3 months. And ID. Hope that makes it simple and break it down in the most.
But of course, call us and we'll send you an email with all of these items and have a conversation on what your goals, your benefit, try and create benefit for you and make this thing a reality for you.
Yes. And thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and stay classy.
Make the right choice.
And make the right choice.